We all know that the war on talent is heating up. Some organizations are going back to their old ways, managing people in what we call butts and seats. If you're not in the office, you're not working. Others are trying to embrace a hybrid model, which has a slew of challenges across the board and has the potential to create inequalities. People globally are fleeing these organizations in search of a company that has a fully embraced remote and excelling at it. So how do you build an organization that allows people to work remotely and be successful? Well, we're going to cover how we did it in this video. Let's get started. When we describe our remote distributed model, we get asked plenty of questions like, how do you know people are working? What tools do you use? How do you manage communication? How do you keep teams aligned? How do you manage success? Rather than dive in on the low-level side of remote working, we're going to focus on our core principles we collectively call the open source mindset. The first principle is that we use knowledge to empower people. This is the engine that drives us both to teach and learn from each other as time moves forward, enabling our collective growth. We do this by shared training sessions, authoring how-to articles, producing deep dive videos, and examples that demonstrate the ideas we're trying to convey. What we'll never do is use knowledge as power against someone. An example of that is allowing a team member to fail by purposely withholding information. That never flies here. Collaboration is an absolute requirement for any team to operate effectively and efficiently. With the open source mindset, each individual recognizes that they're working towards the greater whole. Therefore, it is upon us to ensure we set up our team members for success by providing transparency with our work and working collectively to remove blockers as we encounter them. We're always open to share our work with each other. This provides an opportunity for our team members to not only learn from our work, but also to help us make it better. We operate our company as a scrum of scrums, and just like open source communities, our working boards are visible to our entire organization. This open and transparent model allows anyone in the organization to not only see what's happening at any point in time, but also gives them an opportunity to contribute to a task that they're passionate about and add value. An example of this is an engineer looking to our YouTube creators board and voluntarily taking part in our QA process, providing valuable feedback and increasing the quality of our videos along the way. This pattern affords that same engineer the opportunity to learn about video production and contribute more to this project if she so chooses. The world of open source has thrived because of its ability to allow the best talent from all over the world to collaborate and contribute to the development of the very software that powers our world today. We recognize that the world's leading minds are distributed all over the world, and we wanted to bring those creative individuals collectively under one virtual roof to help us solve our clients' toughest challenges. It's for this very reason that we are a remote native organization. This operating model has been proven to be successful in every facet of our business. We have hearts in every department working from different regions all over the world together to not only drive outcomes for our clients, but also to make Modus the best place to work. Working iteratively has been discussed in software development circles for quite a few decades now. However, we've extended this model to all facets of our organization. Why? Here's the deal. As our organization continues to evolve, we've recognized that what worked to get us here may not be sufficient to get us to where we want to be. So, to best position us for success, we know that all internal processes are always ripe for disruption. This allows us to continuously strive for an ever-improving operating model that best fits our organizational needs. Some leaders have taken the failure is not an option mantra way too literally, to where failure is punished in their organizations. This position stifles innovation and ultimately hurts your organization in the long run. We push people to try new things, and when they don't work, we learn from them. You see, much like Thomas Edison, we don't see failure as failure. For us, failure is the means to learn that something won't work for us, and that learning is a success. People are our focus when it comes to building an inclusive and diverse environment. Rather than putting money on gathering metrics or being a keyboard warrior on social media, I'd rather put my energy and time towards positively affecting people by creating a wealth of opportunities for them to grow and experience new things. And we do this by building and fostering a culture that is composed of people whose growth is driven by their aptitude, abilities, and willingness to own a solution to the problem. I get excited when our team members go outside their comfort zones to better themselves and the organization. Therefore, we take the approach of being investors for our team members. An example of this is when our video editor asked if she could learn programming basics. Off the cuff, one would question, why would a video editor ever want to learn programming, and how would it ever relate to their work? For us, it was a no-brainer. We recognized that this investment in her would give her the ability to build automation for video editing workflows. This investment in her not only helps her grow as a professional, but also positively affects our organization as well. I recently sat down with Sarah McCaslin, VP of Consulting Operations here at Modus, and she had this to say about our culture of shared accountability.
It's definitely the see something, say something mentality. The sooner we know, the sooner we can fix the problem or, try to remediate it. The thing with Modus is it's not we're going to succeed as a team, we're going to fail as individuals. It's we succeed together, we fail together, and that's like at the organizational level.
What Sarah said is 100% on point. Our culture of shared accountability has enabled us to always work towards putting our best foot forward. We couldn't do this without everyone in our team doing their part to ensure that we always do our best. It should go without saying that trust is a key attribute to any operational model. However, trust is even more important when it comes to a remote distributed environment. You see, if you take on a task or responsibility, our team trusts that you'll handle it accordingly. It's not to say that you're solely responsible, but rather we trust that you use the open source mindset to ensure that you work iteratively, collaborate with your team, share your work, and share anything you've learned, and last of all, escalate any blockers that you may encounter. And this is how we've operated since we founded the company in 2011, and it's propelled us beyond 400 people over 10 years later. Okay, this wraps up today's video on the open source mindset. Has this inspired you to make any changes in your organization? Or is there any facet to this model that you have a specific question you'd like us to answer? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing to our channel if you like this video. Take care.